Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain another sorting technique that is known as DNF sort. DNF sort. Its full form is Dutch National Flag Sort. So it works only the array which contains zeros, ones and twos, three types of elements. So as Dutch national flag also has three colors, so it is the name of this algorithm. So here we are going to use time complexity big O of n, that is linear time complexity, and constant space complexity. So let's understand it by taking an example. Suppose we have this array and we have to sort it. So for performing DNF sort, I am going to maintain three variables: L for low, M for mid, and H for high. So initially low and mid will point at a starting index and high will point at ending index. Let's mark the indexes. So initially we will start our mid from here and we will traverse this array with mid till mid becomes equal to high. So we can only have three possibilities for array of mid, the element at array mid. We can have we can have 0, we can have 1, we can have 2. So if we find 0, then what we are going to do, we are going to swap that array of mid with array of low, and we will update mid with, will increase mid by 1 and low by 1. So if we find 1, then we are only going to increase mid by 1, and if we find 2, then we are going to swap array of mid with array of high, and after swapping we will decrease our high pointer. So basically this low pointer is pointing to the index where next 0 will come. So in between anywhere we'll find 0, we'll send it to the first index and we'll increase this by 1, low index by 1, low pointer by 1. So it is going to point here. So next 0 will find next 0, we will put it here. Similarly, H is pointing to the index where we are going to place our next 2. So if we find here 2, we will send it here and the 0 will come here, and we will decrease this H by 1, so H will start pointing to the index before it. So next 2 will come here. So we will continue till this M and H becomes equal. So let's see by dry run how it is going to work. So initially M is here, and we have found this array of M is 0, so we are going to perform this operation. We will swap with the mid with low and increase both the pointers. So here, as both pointing to the same index, so swapping will not make any changes, and simply will increase our pointers to the next index. So it is 1. Now we are going to increase mid. So now mid is pointing here at index 2, and at index 2 we find 2, so we'll send it to the index where h is pointing. So we'll simply swap these two. 0 will come here, that was previously at index 5, and 2 will come here. After swapping we are going to decrease h. So h will come here, h will come here. So here we are not going to change m, as this value we don't know about it, so we'll process this value at next iteration. So now it is 4, so we'll send it to the index pointed by low. So let's swap them. So 0 will come here, 1 will come here, and both mid and low will increase by 1. So low will come here and mid will come here. So at next iteration we find that array of mid is 2, so we are going to swap with at element with index element and index 4. So we will swap with the index where h is pointing. So 2 will come here and 1 will come here, and after that we are going to decrease this h. So h will point at index 3. Now as m and h, mid and high, are both pointing to the same index, so we'll now come out of the loop. So we'll stop here, and after this we'll get an sorted array. This is our sorted array. So now let's write the code for it. Now let's see the code part. Here I'm defining an array containing zeros and ones and twos in random order. 0 2 1 0 2 2 2 1 1 1 0 0 0. Now finding length of this array using size of array divided by size of first element of array. Now calling Dnf Sort function, passing array and size. Now after calling Dnf Sort, we'll see our output. So placing here a for loop which will run from 0 till length of array. In this for loop I'm putting cout array of I and space. Now let's write Dnf Sort function. So it's not going to return anything, so its return time will be void Dnf Sort. So it will receive array and size. So here we will find the ending index, that is size -1, and defining those variables: low at index 0 pointing to index 0, mid also initially pointing to 0, and high pointing to ending index. Now putting here a while loop while mid remains less than high, as when it will become equal we will stop there. So we are going to traverse if array of mid is 0, then we are going to perform swapping. swap array mid and array low, and we'll increase both by 1. If this array of mid is 1, then we'll simply increase mid by 1, and else if it is 2, then we are going to swap array of mid with array of high, and we will decrease high by 1. Now it's completed. Now let's run it. So it is showing the output in sorted order. So this code is working fine. So hope you understand Dnf sort. Thank you.